Welcome back! We have settled into the ryokan here in Kyoto, Japan, and now it's time to do some exploring. At least around here before we go out into the streets. So let's head out of our room. We're currently on the second floor, and I don't believe there are any attractions up here that we heard about, so let's go ahead and head downstairs. We do know that there are baths to look at and a cultural arts classroom or something like that. So let's try to find those. I suppose we can also go upstairs here on the other side, but I don't think there's anything to see up here either. Just more rooms. And I don't really want to bother the other guests anyway, so let's head in here. Let's see, the Miwako said that the cultural room was in 18, so it should be on this side. Yeah, here we go. Lessons, 7 o'clock to 10:30. Now, one thing about this game that you'll notice is that there are time-sensitive things that you'll need to do. Thankfully, you can start each day over again and stay out as many days as you need to. But during each day, there are limited windows of time in which to complete certain tasks, like this, or to see certain people. And the minutes in the game go by faster than real-life minutes. So it's not 60 seconds before this will turn into 8:53. Oh, it just did right there.
Nanasi-san, please sit. It is a pleasure to meet you properly. I am sorry for the way I behaved when you first arrived. It was very impolite. Please, forgive me.
Of course, don't worry. It's nice to meet you as well.
That is very kind of you to say, but I must always worry about the guests who stay with us, especially now.
What do you mean, especially now?
Are you here for a lesson today?
You didn't answer my question.
A lesson?
I offer lesson in traditional arts to anyone interested in learning. I have much to show you.
Actually, I'd rather ask you a few questions about the ryokan.
Yes, we will get to that. But first, today you will be learning katakana. To the outsider, katakana always looks far more difficult to learn than it is. You just need to be patient, and you need to learn to see more than you are used to seeing. There is a book to help in the chest. Practice until it looks like your name, Nancy, not just some lines.
What do you mean?
Although there are many Nancys in the world, your name belongs to only you. It has always been yours. You must try until what you see on the paper is not just a word. It is you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be unique to us just because, honestly, by Katakana standards, I'm going to do a really bad job here, although the game was pretty tolerant, thankfully. The trick, though, is that you need to do everything in order. Like, you can't write this like a normal T where you go down first and then cross it. You have to do the horizontal part and then the vertical part. And you do need to mostly stay within the lines as well. Thankfully, there are minor aberrations that the game will allow you to do, but if you go too far and deviate from the inside of the areas you're supposed to shade, or leave too much unshaded that you're supposed to shade, then it will force you to start over again. The other thing is you can't really control the density of the pen you're writing with, so that's kind of a bummer too. Because honestly, this feels like a marker. This doesn't really feel like a pen. Alright, we're just about halfway there. That was kind of a little squiggly, but oh well. Thankfully it didn't leave too much unshaded. Alright, just got 3 more. And the other thing is that you have to do these in one stroke for each bit here. Like for 14, you can't make a vertical line and then make a diagonal line. You have to do it all at once. Like that. Let's see, hopefully we will pass.
Very well done, Nancy.
Awesome.
This is the best I've ever seen from a new student. I knew you could do this well. Leave this to dry, and I'll have it brought to your room to remind you of your success.
Alright.
Have you always lived at the ryokan?
Since I was born,
Have you ever left?
I have. But I never found anywhere I wanted to be as much as here.
Have you always offered classes?
No, it is new. We have developed a reputation, and for many years I've wanted to teach our guests.
What kind of reputation?
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
Okay, so that's all Takae has for us for now. Let's take a look around the room here and see what else she's got. It's locked. And we can't look out there, sadly. Let's see, can we turn around? There we go. Nothing in the closet. Just more towels. Okay, so let's see if we can find those baths. I believe they're on the other side. Actually, let's look in the lobby first. We haven't seen what's here in the lobby. Fire.
Please don't hang anything up there.
Oh, okay. Miwako doesn't want us to hang anything up there.
Hello.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
The portrait's still on the floor. Famous Kyoto Gardens, Visitor's Guide. This basically tells you about different kinds of stones used in gardens, and we'll read more about that later on, but for now we'll just leave the book there. I believe there was something else we can look at here if memory serves correctly. Is it here? Yes, here we go. Ghost Stories of Japan, Volume 3. This isn't really anything important, at least I don't remember this being important, but it's an interesting story though. That leads outside to the front door, but I want to look at the back area where, or I want to look for the baths, not the back area quite yet. I want to look for... Yeah, here we go. Whoa!
Hang on. Men only right now.
Oops, sorry.
What do you mean?
The baths. The blue banner means the baths are for men. The red banner means women only.
Oh.
I don't know why we don't mention this at the front desk. This is useful information. Anyway, I'm Rentaro. I'm out in the garden if you need anything. Oh. Ow, that hurt.
So that's Rentaro. Rentaro is kind of a little bit clumsy, but as you could probably gather from the conversation with Miwako, he's her boyfriend, and he was fixing something here in the baths, which we can't enter right now, but at least we know where they are. I was getting a little ahead of myself earlier because I was planning to go out to the garden area to meet him a little while ago, but I just realized that we hadn't really seen him here in the baths yet, so I was thinking a little too far ahead. So let's take a look around here. We got some stuff in the garden. We got this water bamboo thingy here. That should tip over here at some point. Come on. There we go. That is amazing. I love that thing. Some really cool scenery here, especially at nighttime. I love the lighting here. It's really nice. Shoes left out here. What's this thing? Okay, we can't really examine that any further. One thing I gotta say about this game is that they did a very good job making the music very unsettling.
Hi again. I'm Rentaro. It's nice to meet you officially. So, you're still here. That's surprising.
I'm Nancy. What do you mean, surprising?
Yeah, we just got here.
Did I say that? Whoops. So, you're American. From New York City?
No, a place called River Heights. It's in...
Oh, okay. That's one of the places I always wanted to go. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to live there, but on the other hand, you'd have to be crazy not to live there. It's one of those, unwinnables.
Do you work here?
Technically, it's a complicated thing we've got going on. I'm sort of like the handyman around here. So, should I bother getting to know you, or are you going to be like all of the rest?
What do all of the rest do?
Get spooked in the middle of the night? Pack their bags and never come back? Even the ones who come to see the ghosts. Oh, I shouldn't be telling you this.
Bum bum
Oh,
bum.
well, already did. If you see Takae though, this conversation never happened.
Ghosts? What ghosts?
Yeah.
We got one of those, haunted hotspot guides. So we get a lot of ghost hunters here. And that's always a treat, because they're totally not obnoxious.
So, people think this place is haunted?
Well, some people think this place is haunted. Kind of like some people think the moon landing was faked, and some people like adult contemporary. Don't be one of those people. You like puzzles?
I guess you could say that.
I figured. You're going to love this. It's called a nonogram.
What's that?
It's just another example of how awesome numbers are. Letters are cool and all, but they just make words. I mean, get with the game, letters. Numbers, on the other hand, get a few handfuls of those, and you can make a bridge, or send a person into space, or express the makeup of our genetic code, or they can make a neat picture.
Okay.
I think
a
Rentro's a
look in
little
here.
excited about numbers.
All you need to do is look this over and finish the pattern. And when you're done, picture! Here, take this. Give it a shot. Bring it back when you're done, and I'll give you something better.
Sure.
Alright, so Rentaro is going to give you puzzles, and you don't have to do these, but they're nice to do for an achievement.
And there are instructions inside in case you get stuck.
Can you tell me anything about Takae?
She can be a little tough, but she's really wonderful. She works herself way too hard, though. I wish I could get her to just relax a little. But you can't tell her to do anything unless you want a lecture back in return.
Yeah, we kind
I
of
take
noticed.
it you've been lectured by Takae before.
I pretty much grew up here, and believe it or not, I was not always the saint you see standing before you. So, I've been on the sad end of a lecture or two.
Aww.
But I've overheard more. Always hilarious when they're not directed at you.
Aren't they always?
Miwako seems to really like Suki.
I know, which is great, because that girl is hard to buy for. And it's been sort of a gift-heavy year. Either she's getting crazy sensitive or I'm becoming a huge jerk. Hard to say. It's definitely one or both of those things.
You don't seem like a huge jerk, but I guess she could take it a little bit differently, though.
What are you building there?
Oh, this! This is the Rentaro 4000! I sort of got inspired by Suki.
Cool.
What's it going to be?
A robotic dog! Or maybe just a robotic dog's leg. I'll be honest, I had no idea how long these things take to build. But then again, a dog's leg is not a good gift without the rest of the dog. Sort of borders on creepy, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a gift for Miwako?
Oh, definitely! She's my robotic muse! But she's not robotic. Not that you think she is. And this is why I work with machines. They're totally oblivious to awkwardness.
Yeah, I definitely feel you there, buddy. I'm kind of the same way.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Catch you around!
Alright, so that's more of Rentaro. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Rentaro gives you puzzles, and when you solve these puzzles, you can come back for more. I'm going to be doing these at some point here soon, but they're going to be in their own video because honestly they are going to take a very long time, and I realize that solving me or watching me solve a bunch of puzzles is probably not the most exciting thing in the world. So I'm going to just put those in their own video, and you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. But if you do want to watch it, then I want to at least offer that option. I don't think there's anything else we can look at while he's sitting in here, so let's go ahead and head out. And that should be everything here in the garden area. Let's see, let's go back inside. So now that we've pretty much looked at everything here in the ryokan, I think it's a good time to go ahead and head outside.
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
I should listen in.
The strange sounds, and the pounding, and the screaming at all hours of the night, waking up my family, scaring the children half to death.
Oh no!
If you ask me, this ryokan needs to be closed down immediately.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry changes nothing. This is unacceptable. I want my money back, and I want a car sent immediately to take us anywhere else.
Aww. People are leaving. This isn't good. In fact, let's look at the board. There's only one other guest here. There's like 3 other guests here last time we looked at this thing.
Oh, hello, Nancy-san.
That guest seemed pretty upset.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about. Trust me. I see a lot at this desk, and one thing never changes. Travel is disorienting. It's so very easy to get upset when you're far from home. That's why we try to make things as comfortable as possible.
I don't think that's what she was upset about, Miwako.
What has been scaring the guests away?
Oh, nothing. They're not scared. It's something else. Can I help you with anything?
You're hiding something.
I met Rentaro. Who is he?
Oh, Rentaro? He's my boyfriend. He's also handyman around here.
Have you two been dating long?
I'm sorry. I should really get back to my paperwork. But if you have any questions about the ryokan, please don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, she's being a little evasive.
I'll let you go.
See you later.
Okay, so we are getting more and more alone here, which doesn't exactly sit very well. Alright, so now let's head outside and check out what the rest of Kyoto has to offer. And here we get presented with our first opportunity to use the dictionary. At least I think it's a first opportunity. I don't know if you can use it on the bath spanner. I'll have to check that. So this basically just tells us that the train is this way.